The beaches of the Mississippi Gulf Coast have always been a popular attraction, but over the past 5 years, it has had to deal with two devastating events: Hurricane Katrina and most recently the BP oil spill. Damaged by the oil spill this past summer, its citizens and leaders have decided it's time to clean up the mess. Mississippi District 4 Congressman-elect Stephen Palazzo describes his take on alternative energy.
I think it's great, but right now you got to understand our oil and gas industry employs over 40,000 people, from plastics to everything that creates this economy and keeps our economy churning, from national defense to just our consumer products that we depend on every day in our home. The industries that it hit the hardest was, of course, tourism, our fisheries, our charter boat captains, and our recreational anglers. We hold BP accountable for the claims that they are going to pay, no matter how long or how much it costs. We're going to hold them accountable. But two, we got to come up with the safety precautions to make sure something like this does not happen again. We do need an all the above energy policy, and I think over the next 2 years you will see some creative solutions. One, support the industry that we have, but at the same time incentivize people to explore true alternatives that are not subsidized by the government.
Meanwhile, cities on the coast like Gulfport are exploring ways to become more environmentally friendly.
A lot of them will be older buildings that will have more energy efficiency due to changing out air conditioners, changing out thermostats that work a little bit more efficient.
Gulfport has begun building more sustainable buildings while keeping in mind the other possible weather conditions they might have to withstand.
City Hall building that we built downtown, it's actually a public safety building. That particular building was built green. It also was built to withstand hurricane force winds.
Ole Miss student and Gulfport resident Catherine Carr agrees that alternative energy is the way to go.
I'm all for alternative energy. I know that right now our economy is based on oil, but oil is a limited resource, and so we really need to look into these alternative forms of energy, specifically ethanol, biofuels. Wind power is great, and I know there's some Gulf Coast companies that provide these services for residents if they are willing to pay for them. So I'm all for alternative energy, and I think that's where we're going to have to be if we're going to continue living on this planet.
Whether it's searching for alternative energy or cleaning up the sources that we already use, one thing's for certain: both officials and residents of the Gulf Coast want a cleaner Gulfport.